What if I told you that the biggest force behind today's AI revolution isn't ChatGPT? It isn't Google, and it isn't Microsoft. It's a company that originally built graphics cards for gamers. That company is NVIDIA. Today, nearly every major AI breakthrough, from ChatGPT and self-driving cars to humanoid robots and medical AI, depends on NVIDIA's incredibly powerful chips. But here's the surprising part. NVIDIA was never created to build artificial intelligence. Its story began in 1993, inside a small restaurant in Silicon Valley. Three engineers, Jensen Huang, Chris Malachowski, and Curtis Preem, shared one bold vision. They believed computers would someday need far more processing power than anyone could imagine. At the time, almost nobody agreed with them. The personal computer market was still young, and most people thought graphics chips were only useful for video games. Investors weren't convinced. Money was running out, and failure seemed much more likely than success. In fact, there was a moment when NVIDIA had only a few months of cash left. One failed product could have ended the company forever. But instead of giving up, Jensen Huang made one of the boldest decisions in tech history. His team focused everything on building a revolutionary graphics processor unlike anything the world had ever seen. Then, in 1999, NVIDIA introduced the GeForce 256, widely recognized as the world's first GPU. To most people, it looked like another gaming product, but in reality, it was the beginning of something much bigger. The GPU could perform thousands of calculations at the same time, making it far more powerful for parallel computing than traditional processors. No one realized it then, but this technology would eventually become the foundation of modern artificial intelligence. That single breakthrough changed NVIDIA forever. And over the next 2 decades, it would transform not only one company, but the future of the entire world. In the next chapter, we'll see how NVIDIA went from building gaming hardware to becoming the company powering the global AI revolution. For years, NVIDIA was known as a gaming company. Its GPUs made video games look faster, smoother, and more realistic. Business was growing. Gamers loved the products. But Jensen Huang believed the company's future was much bigger than gaming. He believed GPUs could solve problems that ordinary CPUs simply couldn't. That idea sounded risky. Most companies were focused on building faster CPUs. NVIDIA decided to take a completely different path. Then, in 2006, the company introduced CUDA, a software platform that allowed developers to use GPUs for much more than graphics. At first, very few people understood why it mattered. But researchers quickly realized something incredible. GPUs could process thousands of calculations simultaneously, making them perfect for scientific research, simulations, and eventually artificial intelligence. Then came the breakthrough. In 2012, a deep learning project called AlexNet used NVIDIA GPUs to crush previous AI image recognition records. The AI community suddenly realized that GPUs weren't just useful. They were essential. Almost overnight, demand for NVIDIA hardware exploded. Universities, research labs, and technology companies rushed to buy NVIDIA GPUs to train increasingly powerful AI models. Then the biggest names in technology joined the race. OpenAI, Microsoft, Google, Meta, Amazon. They all needed enormous computing power. And once again, NVIDIA was at the center of it all. Every new generation of AI required more GPUs, larger data centers, and greater computational power. NVIDIA wasn't simply selling computer chips anymore. It had become the company building the infrastructure of the AI revolution. By the early 2020s, the world had entered a new era. Artificial intelligence was transforming healthcare, finance, robotics, transportation, cybersecurity, and scientific research. And behind nearly every major breakthrough, there was NVIDIA technology quietly doing the heavy lifting. The company that once fought just to survive, was now powering the future of artificial intelligence. But the biggest chapter of NVIDIA's story was still ahead. It has become the foundation of the AI revolution. Every single day, billions of AI calculations happen inside data centers around the world, from ChatGPT answering questions to AI generating images, translating languages, discovering new medicines, driving autonomous vehicles, and helping scientists solve problems that once seemed impossible. Behind many of these breakthroughs are NVIDIA GPUs working silently in the background. The company that once struggled to stay alive is now building some of the most powerful AI supercomputers ever created. Entire AI factories, powered by tens of thousands of NVIDIA chips, are training models that continue to push the limits of what machines can do, but NVIDIA isn't stopping there. The company is investing billions of dollars into the future of robotics, digital twins, autonomous vehicles, quantum computing, and next-generation AI infrastructure. Jensen Huang believes we're entering a completely new computing era, just as electricity transformed the industrial age, and the internet transformed the digital age. Artificial intelligence could transform every industry on Earth: healthcare, education, manufacturing, finance, transportation, entertainment, even space exploration. In the coming years, AI won't simply be another technology. It could become an invisible assistant helping billions of people every single day. Of course, the future also brings important questions. How will AI change jobs? How should governments regulate artificial intelligence? Can society keep up with technology that's advancing faster than ever before? Those questions still don't have clear answers, but one thing is undeniable. NVIDIA didn't just witness the AI revolution, it helped build it. From a tiny startup founded by 3 engineers in 1993 to one of the most valuable companies in the history of business. Its journey is a reminder that one bold idea, combined with relentless innovation and long-term vision, can completely